Another Brick fan with a LEGO Star Wars review. This is Black Ace TIE Interceptor. This is set 75242, was released in August 2020, has 396 pieces, 3 minifigures, and cost about $50 when it was released. The Black Ace is a modified TIE Interceptor, and it was designed as a racer and piloted by Griff Halloran. This TIE Interceptor was seen in several episodes of Star Wars Resistance. We'll take a close look at the minifigures here in a minute, but let's go ahead and take a closer look at this TIE Interceptor. This is a really good looking model. I really like the looks of this TIE Interceptor. As you can see, it's very long and designed with these big wings out in front. Now these are all connected by various friction joints, which you can actually move some of them, but these two centerpieces here are actually connected together through the use of this little 2x2 tile right here. And you can see the various stickers that are used here. A bunch of stickers all over this TIE Interceptor. It does have 2 spring-loaded shooters right here that are very exposed, which makes it easy to shoot these. So it's easier to handle this without the spring-loaded shooters actually being loaded. I do like the detailing they did on top here. The engines are represented by these smaller trans orange cone pieces. There are a couple of stickers here in the back as well, and then maybe a main thruster engine here. Like I said, this was designed as a racer, so I'm sure it has some extra engine power. I was never a big Star Wars Rebels. I haven't seen a lot of the series. Go ahead and take a look inside the cockpit here, and you see it's got this nice printed piece here for the front of the cockpit. This is used in a lot of TIE fighters. And then the top here also opens up a little bit to make it easy to get inside the cockpit. And if you see closely here, there are a couple of control panels, one on either side here. And it fits our minifigure quite well. So here is Griff Halloran with his TIE fighter helmet in place there. And you can see we'll just move that and close him down in there. Some interesting use of pieces here that make up some of the greebling that we see inside. So there's a skate piece here, obviously some stickers, grill pieces. I do like how they did this section back here with the angles that are done here with these bar pieces, and then what looks like probably a weapon of some kind. So these can actually be moved up and down. Maybe it's an aerodynamic thing to help with the racing. There's also some fins on the side here that can be maneuvered a little bit. They use these clip pieces here to keep these and have them fold in at an angle. So that kind of stops them from folding all the way against these little detail parts on the outside here. Underneath is not very exciting, just a bunch of random pieces holding it together. The TIE Fighter is very sturdy and is going to work really well as a play piece. Has a lot of great swooshability and looks really good on display even. This is something that would look great like hung from the ceiling or from underneath a shelf or something. I think it makes a really great display piece. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the minifigures, and then we'll sum up the look of this set. As I mentioned in the opening, this set comes with 3 minifigures. They include Griff Halloran, BB-8, and Poe Dameron. Although I like BB-8 and Poe Dameron, I'm not sure why they're included with this set. As far as I know, neither one of these characters appeared in Star Wars Rebels. Of course, they are part of the Star Wars universe, so I guess it makes sense that they're included here. They come with some little accessories, so both Griff and Poe Dameron come with these small pistol pieces. Griff has this nice gray colored receding hairline print, and then he has The gray eyebrows also on his face, so I think that matches up pretty well. He is wearing a flight suit, it looks like, with a little monitor here strapped on his chest. So good printing all along here. I think it's interesting that he has the bare arms, so this is kind of a vest that goes over. Similar to the orange jumpsuit or flight suit that Poe Dameron is wearing, where he's got the white vest that goes over the top here with all of his different monitoring equipment. These two figures are, I think, fairly common. I've seen them in a couple of other sets. I believe Griff is exclusive to this particular set. Moving around the figures, no side printing on these two, but there is the good side printing on BB-8. I think this is a pretty good mold for BB-8. You see the back printing kind of continues on the same theme along the lines of the front. If we turn these heads around, you see Griff does not have an alternate expression, but Poe Dameron does. It's a little offset, the print there. So those are good prints for the faces on both faces for Poe Dameron there. Moving back to the front here, this is the helmet that comes with Griff. It's a nice, looks like a modified TIE Fighter pilot helmet. You can see the Imperial symbols up here in silver, and then there's that skull painted face plate. It doesn't have the hoses that you normally see on a TIE Fighter helmet, but I think it looks really good. It's a nice representation, and I'm sure it's accurate to the show. So now we've taken a look at the minifigures. Let's go back and I'll give you my final thoughts on this set. Overall, this is a really good looking set. I like the look of this TIE Interceptor. I think having a set from the Star Wars Rebels universe is a nice inclusion into the LEGO Star Wars lineup. As far as the pricing goes, we have roughly 400 pieces and 3 minifigures for $50, which means it's a little bit on the expensive side. It's going to be more than the 10 cent per piece bar that I like to start with. I expect, as I've mentioned before, I do expect these Star Wars sets to be a little bit more expensive just because they are a licensed theme. I think the value is pretty fair. You get a good sized vehicle. It is sturdy. It's swooshable, playable. So I think it is something that kids would like, and that might justify some of the little higher cost. Nice use of some stickers here, of course, to give it a little more texture. Some of these skate pieces are used. There's 2 or 3 of them used here on the model. The spring-loaded shooters here in the back look pretty good. They come with these trans green missiles. My problem with these is they're not hidden very well, which isn't a big deal except for the fact that most of the back, at least half of the projectile here, is out sticking behind here. And if you grab this from the back, it's very easy to hit that shooter and release the bolt from it. That makes it really easy to have a misfire of those missiles simply by playing with the model. Still, I think it's a very good looking play piece and a very good looking display piece. So it's going to appeal to a wide range of Star Wars fans as they build and play with this set. So I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on this Star Wars set. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel to see more content. I've left a link to my Star Wars review playlist up here on the screen.